All right, this is Tre Hendrix here with the Tre Hendrix Podcast. I got a special guest. I'm allowing him to introduce himself.
It's your boy Dray Arcane, hailing from Oklahoma. What's good?
Hey, yo, what's good, man? How come you don't put any music out, bro?
Oh man, niggas be busy, man. School and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you graduate yet or nah?
Hell no, I changed my major mad late.
Weren't you were a computer science major, right? Or what was it?
Yeah, I changed to electrical engineering.
Oh, okay. That ain't that too much of a difference, is it?
Yeah, it's still engineering, but don't get it twisted though. I'm still writing shit. I'm still writing shit.
Nah, bro, because I play the song I'm Good. Everybody loved that joint. Everybody,
Man.
especially the hook that you laid on that.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to give it to you for the one time. You know what I'm
Don't act like you a superstar or something.
My feature price went up after that, man. 50,000 now. Oh.
When did you start rapping?
Okay, when I actually like made my first song, put it on SoundCloud, it was like the summer after my freshman year of high school. So like probably I was like 14, but I was like writing since like 7th grade year, so like 12. But like I don't smoke or nothing like that. But when I started writing was around the time Wiz Khalifa was out.
Yeah.
So I was writing mad weed bars. Like, bunch of shit I never did before. I was just writing a bunch of talking about flying to Amsterdam and shit. And I don't want to go to Amsterdam. That's what I was on. But I ain't really record my my first here's how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
We probably gonna talk about this later, but Roscoe Dash, right? He has a cousin named Hovind, right? And he was like, y'all send me y'all SoundCloud links and I'm gonna review y'all music. And I was like, the fuck is SoundCloud? It just came out. I went on there and I found out that you could record stuff from your phone. And I had like wrote some verses to some beats or whatever my homie sent me. So I was like, let me record this real quick and send it to him. So that was the first like rap I ever like posted. I took it down, but I still have it though. But you know, it was fine, but I had like some weird bars in there. But yeah.
And this was like when you were like 14 or?
Yeah, about 2013, I think, when I put it out, or 2012, one of those. But yeah, I was 14, I think.
All right, and when did you start to take it a little more seriously?
Like right after that, like that year, in school, I started, I showed one of my, like one of the only black teachers we had in the school, I had showed her that I could rap, and she was like, well, would you mind doing like some raps for the school and stuff? Cause we have this thing called Bomber News, where they would it was like a little news broadcast for the school, and they had me go in there and like rap stuff. So that's when I was like, that's when everybody in school knew who I was, just rapping. Yeah. And then I was writing like other stuff, and I was doing a whole lot of remixes on SoundCloud, and then my content got a little more serious while I was writing it, but I was serious from the jump. Like when I put the first song out, like I was serious about it.
So you said Roscoe Dash's cousin was the one who said like, hey, yo, send the SoundCloud links and all that?
Yeah.
So how do you become a fan of Roscoe Dash? Because the only Roscoe Dash most people know is off the No Hands joint. That was way back like 2011, 2010 maybe?
Yeah, 2010. Okay, so a little backstory. I used to hate rap music, and
what?
So yeah, I don't know. Okay, it was my older brother, right? He be trying to freestyle and stuff, and he trash.
Yeah.
So he used to just come in there and like rhyme my name with a bunch of shit, and it just used to annoy the fuck out of me, and it just made me hate rap music as a whole. So I was like, I would hear it on the radio, and I would like some of the hits, but I wasn't really like a fan of it. So I just listened to like Metallica and Linkin Park and all that shit, even though, you know, Linkin Park has a rapper in it, Mike Shinoda. But that's all I liked until like 6th grade year. I was like, I don't want to be white no more. So I heard All the Way Turned Up by Roscoe.
Yeah.
And I heard them guitars in it, and it had that rock element. I said, hold on, this is a little different. And then I listened, and he came out with Show Out right after that. And I was like, all right, I think I'm gonna just start trying to listen to him and see where he takes me, because he got these rock elements and he had that charisma that rock stars had. And then Waka Flocka came out with Oh Let's Do It, and I just it was like that energy that I got from rock music.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting that in rap. So I was like, bet. And then I just liked the music that he put out, and I just always liked it, and I always been a fan. And No Hands came out, and that blew up, and I was just always a fan, even when he started, like, I wouldn't say fall off, because I don't think he fell off, but no, for real, it's like, you know how it go, like niggas stop putting out the type of music that niggas want to hear.
Yeah.
And they just let it go, and they just pass it off to the next nigga. So I kept listening to him, so I'm still a fan. Then I met him in college, and he did a college show at OU. My first week of school, first week of freshman year, I met that nigga. He DM'd me. He was like, yo, where you at? I said, nigga, I'm in the dorm. He said, meet me at the venue. I pull up to the venue.
What? That's
niggas
ill.
Yeah, man. Niggas back there smoking and shit. And they fucking, whoever was supposed to drive them around, they wasn't there. And he was like, hey, drive us to the hotel. We go to the hotel. He playing me unreleased music in my car. I played him one of my songs, Complicated, before I put it out.
Yeah.
And he was fucking with it. Man, we went to his hotel, and he just started putting me on game with all the rap shit. He's telling me about all these artists and rappers and stuff and their relations. He's telling me about Big Sean, Tory Lanez, all this stuff before they blew up. And he showed me his laptop. This nigga had like 400 unreleased songs. He had a song that sounded exactly like No Hands that he never put out. It was like a No Hands Part 2. And I was like, what the fuck, nigga, drop this. Yeah, so he was just like one of the coolest niggas I ever kicked it with. We played fucking Smash Bros.
What?
Nigga, yeah. We was
I just thought y'all were like Twitter friends. I didn't know you actually met him, actually kicked it with them like that.
I kicked it with that nigga, man. He put me on his Snapchat and was like, yo, shout out Dray Too Arrogant. I was like, yo, like, nah, that's the homie, nigga.
Right. And you were a freshman, like barely 18, and
Yeah. I had just turned 18 like a couple months before. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, like, he got us backstage, me and my homies, and he was like, fuck it, y'all come on stage with me. So we on stage performing all this nigga hits and shit to the crowd. That was my first time on the stage.
Oh, word?
He brought me up there. And then we like a frat house brought him out. So we went to this frat house, and they had like a piano down there. And they had some white boy named Kevin on the keys just playing shit. And then Roscoe was like, yo, Dre, freestyle some shit. And I was like, nah, bro, I kind of like write. I don't really freestyle. Yeah. And then he was like, nah, bro. He was like, that's one of the things you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to learn how to kick that shit and just let that shit flow and never be fucking scared of anybody judging you or whatever the fuck. You know, all your best shit going to come from you freestyling at some point. He said, when you fucking freestyling in the shower or some shit, it's still a freestyle. So I was like, fuck it, nigga, let's do it then. So I start freestyling. He start freestyling. We going back and forth and shit over some, like, the white boy, he wasn't playing over like dope shit on the keys. He was playing some Beethoven or whatever the fuck. Even though Beethoven black now.
Right.
So, we just rapping and shit. It was a tight experience, man. So that's why I fuck with that nigga to this day. One of the realest niggas I've ever met.
Nah, he is underrated, because I checked out like some of his newer stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, like he's still going in like he used to. Just people ain't checking for him like that,
That's true, but also I take inspiration from him. Obviously, that's kind of where I learned how to like write my hooks and stuff like that. And he kind of made me feel like I could kind of like be melodic and stuff like that. That's why I did what I did on I'm Good. I was like, this is what I could hear Roscoe doing, or this is something he would do or whatever. And just like Complicated and shit like that. And on to the next one. I wrote that hook for Kim, who sang that. I wrote that as well, the melody and everything.
Oh, you wrote that for him?
Yeah. So I try to write. I mean, I can't really sing like that. I can do the melodies and the harmonies and shit, but I can write melodies and shit. So that's thanks to Roscoe and all the other artists that I listen to.
I got a question. So when I sent you "I'm Good," and for those listening to me and Dre, he actually was a feature on one of my songs, like my early songs too.
Yeah.
"I'm Good." So when I sent you that, what was your approach when you heard the beat and started writing?
Man, I was like, I heard it and I was like, yo, this is different because I don't normally like do songs like this. And I
Hmm.
was like, man, this, I don't know. I couldn't think of no verses or nothing, but I had that hook already in my head. I just um singing and shit. I'm just singing in the house in the little pool room, just walking around, just singing a little melody. And I
Hmm.
came up with it. And I was like, hold on, nigga, let me just write this down. And then came up with the hook. Then one day I'm at school, I'm on campus at OU, and then I'm like, man, let me just write this verse real quick. So I'm just walking around campus and shit, and like I'm walking around the clock tower and shit, just writing the
Yeah.
verse. And I'm like, all right, I got the verse. Then your ass took about 5 months to finally record the shit, but it came out fire though. Now I was really happy about that shit.
Nah, for real. One, your verse was dope too. Your verse, even the drums in the background. You know, I remember.
Look, man, that studio I go to, I love that studio, but there's always, every time I go there, there's some fucking band in the next room that's going crazy. But luckily, when I did the hook, they weren't playing at that moment. So the hook came
Yeah.
out good, but the verse, nigga, I re-recorded the verse and them niggas was playing again.
Oh.
But
Nah, but that
it is
shit
what
was
it is.
hard. And then my engineer, once he got your hook, like he like did, I don't know what he did, but he made it like
I
bigger and
don't
like
no, whatever the fuck he did, like I'm sending him my next shit. Like I'm writing some stuff right now. Whatever it is, whenever I finally record it, I'm sending that shit to him. Whatever he did, I'm good. That nigga went crazy.
Oh no, facts. Let me know. I'll get you in touch. We get that
Yeah,
happening.
hell yeah.
But let's go back. So Complicated was like your bigger song at
Yeah.
that time.
It's still the biggest. I don't know how the fuck that happened. Yo, okay, here's what happens. I wrote it my senior year of high school. I just got out of a breakup
Hmm.
and I just fucking, it's this producer I follow on YouTube, and I'm a big fan of Tory Lanez, and he had like a Tory Lanez type beat, Tory Lanez Jeremiah. So I found it, and it said it was free. So I'm just in class. So I'm supposed to be working. I'm like over here, got melodies in my head. I'm writing verses and shit, and then wrote the shit, recorded it that summer. I got it mixed in December, and then put it out. I remember it was like inauguration day when that nigga Trump got in there, and I
Oh.
dropped it. And that shit just started going up. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like it just started going up. Like it just
It was a
fucking,
good song though. It was a good song.
yeah. And that was like my first time really singing and shit. Like I was kind of surprised, but it came out really well, and I was happy about it. So that's still I'm actually working to put that on the streaming services now.
Yeah, please do, man. We're doing numbers on freaking SoundCloud and you
Yeah,
put it on
exactly.
Spotify, iTunes, all people are, oh shit, I forgot about this joint.
I could have done this years ago, but I wasn't thinking about it. Now I'm gonna do it.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't know I was able to do, when I put that song out, I didn't know I was able to do the streaming shit. But now,
Hmm.
obviously, I put onto the next out there. I would have put my focus on there, but that has a sample, and I'm scared.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, one of my
Yeah.
homies, he don't care. He would put any song on there with a sample. He's like, yo, if they put a cease and desist, that mean they looking. That mean they looking for me. I'm like, okay,
That
dog.
that's a good way to look at it. That's a smart way to look at this shit.
Right?
Until you get into some legal trouble, you don't want to end up like Juice World, Rest of
Oh,
Soul,
yeah.
something like that, where you put some shit out, it blows up unexpected. Now niggas like, hold on, nigga, whoa, you making
Yeah.
money off my damn song, and like,
Like,
fuck,
yo, I got this beat off YouTube. I don't know what you talking about.
exactly, man.
All right, question. Off topic, but what do you think about the J. Cole Noname thing that's going on right now, or just now?
um, I think it got blown way out of proportion.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like what Cole did, because I understand how he feels about that, because what I took from it is we have to stop trying to outwoke each other,
Yeah.
because we have a common enemy right now, and we shouldn't be battling between black woman, black woman, black man, and just different types of black men and stuff like that. We shouldn't be battling each other right now, and we should be trying to uplift each other and help each other, which is the purpose of Cole's song. And I guess she took it as disrespect or whatever, but Twitter took it to he hates black women and he not doing shit for his community and he just worried about her.
Nah,
and
they took it all the way.
I don't know how they did that. I'm not gonna argue with nobody over it either. I don't give a fuck. But Noname took it how she took it, and she responded. I listened to hers. Her flow was fire on there.
No, she did her thing.
Yeah, she did. But the thing is, like, she mentioned a bunch of things saying all this stuff is going on, but you worried about me. But the things that she mentioned that's going on didn't happen until after he wrote the verse. Because when you look at the cover, he wrote that on June 4th.
Yeah.
Obviously George Floyd had already passed. But
it wasn't even a week later, though.
Exactly. But at the same time, she's bringing up lynchings and these trans women that's been murdered and stuff like that. That didn't happen yet.
Yeah.
He wrote that verse. So, I mean, I get it. I get, why she feels the way she feels or whatever. And I like that she spoke on things in her song. But, I've heard that, she called him out first.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And then she says, you worried about me when all this stuff is going on. You're going to write about me, but you just wrote a song about him.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Doing the same damn thing.
Exactly. So I'm like, we just like, I'm sure that's done because we really got to focus on the bigger issue here. So, it is what it is. I like both songs. I like Cole's better because that nigga was going crazy with the vocals.
Oh, yeah. At the end, too, and the little yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah, man. So it is what it is.
All right, question. So should a celeb, like around this time, it's particularly a lot of people, are speaking out against, injustices, the police and whatnot.
Right.
Because Noname's original tweet was pretty much calling out, like, artists similar to J. Cole or Kendrick who put out quote unquote conscious, rap music but aren't speaking up. Do celebrities have to speak up, or like what do you think about it? Because me, it's like I don't think they have to speak up if they don't want to speak. They might be doing stuff behind the scenes that we don't know. You know what I mean? Not everyone posts everything on Twitter or Instagram. You know what I mean? But what do you think about it?
I think nobody has to use their platform the way everyone wants them to use it. Because here's the thing, though. In today's society, you can misconstrue things all you want. And if you say the wrong thing or word it wrongly, it's going to fuck everything up. So my thing is, if there are people that know what to say and they actually do say the right thing, like Dave Chappelle or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's tricky because, you might think you're saying the right thing and everybody takes it wrong, just like what happened with Cole. So I think do what's best for you in the best way you can reach people. If you want to go out and touch people physically and not do it through a tweet or a song or whatever, you should probably do that. As long as you're doing something, it's really fine with me. You don't have to use your massive platform to say something because it's already being done. Everybody's talking about it. So nobody's relying on you to say something. We already know. We know. So, just do what you do the best way that you know how.
Hey, no, that's some good advice. I might have to put that as the podcast like promo clip right there. Some gems.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, so let's say fast forward 5 years from now, some of your songs are on the Billboard. You're making a career as a rapper, singer, and they dig up some old tweets from 2015. Are they canceling you?
Look, listen.
I know they.
Listen, they can definitely get me out of here. But the thing is, probably like 90% of the time, them canceling niggas does not work. It doesn't really work. So it's like they might go away for like a few months and then they come back. Even the biggest names of people who have got canceled, they still out doing their thing, man.
Facts.
So it is what it is. They tried to cancel Doja Cat as soon as she came out. And
Mm-hmm.
then she done got a number one like a year later. Now they canceled her again, and I'm sure it's gonna happen again.
Oh,
So
yep.
it doesn't. I mean, it's very few people that it really affected.
Mm-hmm.
So they might try to get me out of there, but I don't give a fuck. But really, they say, before you blow up, you delete your account and make a new one so
Oh,
they
without a
can't do that.
doubt. Yeah.
Because I was wilding, because I was, a part of Black Twitter. So the
You
shit
know,
that I was tweeting,
comedy, bro. They don't get it though. It was a different
exactly.
time.
I went on a deleting spree recently, and you had to delete the keywords, boy, because they gonna
Yeah.
study that shit and get you out of there. It was all jokes back then. I was in high school. It's all good. I stopped tweeting like that when I got older. So they should, but they don't care about how you are now. They care about how you were then when I was a teenager.
Even though which I also disagree. I mean, when you're 17 years old, obviously, like you say stupid shit and whatever, then
Yeah,
you're older. They should judge you on the actions now, not what you said
exactly.
5 years ago, 7 years ago, however long.
I'm not the same person I was when I was making them tweets, man. So it's like, come on, dude. I mean, it was terrible and insensitive and all that shit, but I've grown from that and I've learned. But same shit with Kevin Hart. He apologized years and years and years, but
Yeah.
they was like, nah, nigga, no, apologize again. like,
Right.
it's nothing you can do, bro. So,
All right. So that's another question that is helping me bring up now. So, trying to think how to word it. So, should we judge people from the past on what the morality is today, if that makes sense? Like things that that were acceptable back then that are not acceptable now. Should we still judge people on the past for that? Did that question make sense?
we got to let the past go when it comes to certain things, man. We just got to stop looking at shit from the past. Like, why are we even going back there, bro? We in the present right now. So why are we going back there? Are we not worried about that unless you looking for it? That's the
Yep.
thing. They looking for that shit. And and the reason I say most people don't get canceled, like it mostly doesn't work, is because most of the people who try to cancel you weren't a fan of you already.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
it's
they just
like,
want an excuse to get you out of there, you know?
exactly. It's like, but the people that are a fan of me aren't going anywhere, nigga. So it's like, you're just digging up shit just because, like, what made you go to 2011 and go look up this word? Like, why are you
Exactly.
doing this? Why do you have that much time to go and do that shit? So, I don't know.
Shit. And so we got the song "On to the Next" with featuring Kim. I remember we were in the group chat. And you were talking how you got that feature locked in. How did that all come together?
Oh man. Okay, so I listen. I'm a fan of Tre the Truth, right? And he puts on a lot of artists, and he's really well respected. And anybody he hit up, they gonna hop on his song, right? So he always has big names on his albums. And I was listening to his album that came out in 2017, and he had this dude named Kim on like 3 different songs. And one of them, he was fucking spazzing. He was rapping his ass off. And I was like, who the fuck? And then he was on a different song and he was singing. And I said, oh, wait a minute. Like, who the fuck is this nigga? So I go listen to him. I go find his SoundCloud. He had a project called Seeking Forever, which is fucking fire. So I'm like, yo, this nigga, he got ridiculous flows. He can weave in and out of pockets and shit. Like, this nigga, he's
Yeah.
really a lyricist. And he can fucking sing his ass off. So I'm like, he doesn't have that big of a following yet. So let me
Mm-hmm.
see if I can reach out to him, man. So I wrote the Onto the Net. I wrote that like a year, probably, yeah, like a year before I actually recorded it. So I recorded the hook myself, and I was like, well, let me see. I played it for my sister. She was like, you probably need a singer on there. So I was like, all right, well,
Mm-hmm.
I know a couple singers, but I don't know if they fit the part for this.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just DM him and see what he say. And he was like, yeah. I was like, whoa. And he was like, yeah, just I'll do it, nigga. I was like, nigga, bet. And then
Mm-hmm.
sent it to him, and he did that shit like a week later. And I was like,
Damn.
yo, I couldn't believe that shit. So for those who don't know, his name is Kim. He's from Miami, Florida. Really talented artist. And I got him on my song. So whenever this nigga like truly blows up, cause he's kind of like me. He ain't really put out much music, but he's always making it.
Yeah.
So when he really gets in that bag and puts out this monster album I know he's working on, I can say that I have a feature with this nigga, and I'm really a huge fan of him. So
you were one of the first people to see the potential.
Yeah, man, that's true. So shout out to Tre the Truth for putting him on, because I probably would have. I'm glad I listened, because a lot of people don't listen to Tre the Truth, but I'm glad I did, because that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for that.
No, facts.
Yeah.
So, any new projects or anything coming out soon? People want it, dog. You know what I mean? You got to drop something.
I've been getting pestered. Nah, I'm right. I have songs recorded. I got songs I want to fix. I have a bunch of shit I've been writing. I've been kind of scatterbrained and everything. Is I get the writer's block and all that shit. Yeah. But I found some fire beats the other day that I've been writing to, and I'm trying to. What I'm trying to do, I'm gonna try to put out like a 5-6 song EP. I don't know when that'll be, because I don't even know if my studio is still open. But I need to write some, and I need to record some shit ASAP, because I don't like sitting on music.
Yeah.
I had like 8 songs that I recorded around the time I recorded Complicated that never came out. I mean, I don't really like them as much now.
Yeah.
But I can still use some of those bars on the newer shit or whatever. So I'm trying to. I do have like 3 or 4 songs that are like ready. I just need to either get them mixed or just kind of touch up a little bit with some other shit that I'm writing. So yeah.
All right, for sure. Hey, yo, because, I'll say my parents just moved to Oklahoma like a few months ago. They moved to Forest Park.
Nigga, that's down the street.
Is it really?
I live in Midwest City.
Oh, you're right. That's like 10 minutes away, no? Or close?
Yeah.
Yeah, so next time I visit Oklahoma, we can get a studio session and knock
something out. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Shit. Anything else you want to tell your fans or any listeners?
Hey, man, I don't know when the music is coming, but it's coming. Trust me. Trust me. It's going to be there, and it's going to be fire. I don't want to give y'all no whack shit. So, just be patient with me. I did a few features. I did a feature with my homie Huey last summer. I don't know when he going to drop that, but that verse is fucking crazy. It's one of my favorite verses that I've done. So, whenever that drops, I don't know. But, we going to make it happen, nigga. So, I just got to get back in the studio, man. I've been lacking. I've been being.
It's all right. You a full-time student, I mean? You got.
Yeah, man. I've been wanting to be somebody for some reason. I don't know why.
But shit, hey, so we got Dray Arcane, this Tre Hendrix podcast. Hey, thank you, man.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? It's Tre and Dray Arcane, man. You already know the vibes, man. I'm good. You know how that go, man. Y'all go stream that damn song.
Hey,
I looked at the numbers. It was doing well.
Yeah.
That song, that shit is fire.
It's a good. Everyone always say like, "Yo, Tre, that's the best feature you had, dog." But when I went on his page, you only got like 1 song.
Yeah, I know. I be feeling bad. Tell them to go on my SoundCloud. I got a couple more. But nah, for real though, because I remember that year you did a show and you was performing that, and I was like, that's so fire, man. That's fucking crazy. That's fire as fuck. So, yeah,
they all fuck with it, man. So yeah, they need some more.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to give them some. I'm gonna try to get. I know now that they heard that, they're gonna want the melodic shit. So I'm gonna try to give them that. But I like a lot of niggas don't know I really got bars and shit, because I've done these relationship songs, but I really got bars. So I really gotta let these niggas know.
Hey, they'll talk your shit, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. This is Tre Hendrix Podcast. Thank y'all for listening.
Thank you.